Hi everybody, this is Professor B. I'm here in my office on campus, and I just wanted to do kind of a post-Labor Day check-in. I know that for a lot of us, long weekends, like holiday weekends, tend to wipe our brains like an Etch-a-Sketch a little bit, so I don't have anything like super dire to say. I just wanted to, first of all, remind you that your homework for tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. is not quiz related at all. There are no assessments yet, and there are no big projects yet. I just needed you to read and watch the material about the Romantics and that cultural movement, which was a reaction to neoclassicism starting in the early 1800s, and how that impacted kind of our culture today and ideas that remain in a lot of our literature and media, and even in our kind of relationships with each other and our day-to-day life, and even social media, all of these things that came from the Romantics, and that they kind of were the first ones to really codify and intentionally work into their art and their way of being in the Western Hemisphere. So that's really it. You're just looking over that material, and then you have a discussion post that is nature related. I had said on there that you have the option, if that prompt just really isn't speaking to you, I can give you an alternate one, but nobody has reached out yet and asked for that. So that's really it. We're just going to kind of keep rolling like this. I will make occasional check-in videos, and I will post them in news on Momentum, like I'm going to post this one. I am admittedly struggling a little bit. Maybe struggling is not the right word. Having a hard time grokking the fact that Momentum is just very different. And I mean, I knew that it would be, but it's so different. And I mean, especially those of you who have had me for a Discord class are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. There's just not really a way to create a sense of community in an asynchronous Momentum class in the way that there was on Discord, because, you know, the server was always alive. People could go in there and post various things and ask various questions and hang out and even play video games if they wanted to. And this is just so different, and it doesn't really offer that. And I guess maybe the school doesn't want that in some ways. Like, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't told that directly, but maybe that's too much of a liability these days. Who knows? But I've been talking to other teachers and who are more kind of versed, not just at Roan State, but, you know, across the country, who are more versed in this manner of online classes. And they've basically kind of all told me the same thing, which is that this type of a course essentially boils down to it being a series of one-on-one interactions. And that's okay. And that's fine. And that's probably what you've signed up for and exactly what you expected. And it's me that's kind of adjusting to that. So I'm happy to do that, and I'm happy to talk to you one-on-one, and I'm actually going to be, once you have finished your discussion posts for tomorrow, I'm going to be kind of threshing through them all. I'm going to do like a deep dive into last week's discussions and this week's discussions, and just, you know, read what everybody has said and respond, and just kind of really enjoy those. You know, have some coffee, some tea, and just enjoy the conversations that we're going to have. You're welcome to respond back to me if I ask any questions. I want to make it clear, you also don't have to. So if I ask you a question in my response, your homework is done. You have finished your homework. You don't have to respond again. Like, the assignment is complete. If I'm asking you an additional question, it's just for fun, and you can ignore that. Like, you have fulfilled your obligation by doing the discussion post to begin with. So I'm just nosy, and I just like to ask questions. So, yeah, that's just kind of me observing that, like, okay, that's totally different from the way I've taught online classes before. And honestly, I mean, I would say that it kind of just comes down to, it's really more of a module that, you know, you all go through individually, and then I'm here to kind of help guide you through that process, to post assessments, to answer questions if you have them, and then to, you know, get to know you to the extent that I can in this format along the way. So let me know if you have any questions about that. But again, you didn't have any quizzes or big activities for this week. You just needed to be understanding the romantics. All of those videos and documents are posted in the content section for week 2. And again, that just has to be done by tomorrow at 11:59 p.m., that discussion post. After that, we're going to start talking about Lord Byron. So on Thursday morning, so the routine that we're going to get into is, Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, all of your work is due. Thursday morning by 9:30, your next module will be posted. And that's before I go teach my Thursday classes. So it'll be the same way this week. I will post all the stuff about Lord Byron. There's going to be a video to watch. There's going to be a play that you're going to start reading, because we have to do a play in our literature classes. That's a requirement. All this is free. All this will be posted for you. And there's also going to be a PowerPoint presentation that you will just click through. It doesn't have any audio component. It's just images that I've put together. So that'll be coming up for next Wednesday. And again, all of this is in your schedule that is posted. We just did kind of a minor shift with the overall schedule document, because I realized that last week it may have been a little bit too much for the kind of the ramp up that I'm working on, and still trying to kind of catch up with a few people. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I am here. My office hours are different this week. I will actually take a picture and just post them if I haven't already, but I may actually have already notified you. And again, that's due to stuff with my parents. Just to touch base about that really quickly, I know that college students are like, bruh, who asked? Nobody cares. Why are you telling us all this stuff? But I think things are finally steadier with my parents. My dad was in an accident that was not his fault. He was in a flood, actually, and had to be retrieved by the fire department. But he does have a new car. Things are more steady now, and my mom did make it through her heart procedure just fine. So I've just been staying with her a lot, but I think they're actually both back on their legs now. So as far as my availability after this week, it should be more regular. I normally don't have office hours on Fridays, but I will this week and next week if anybody needs me at those times. So again, email is a great way to reach out, and I'm working on getting Remind. I don't have that fully approved yet, but if I do, I will let you know. So just give me a shout if you need anything at all. I wanted to just touch base, and I'm here for any questions that you may have. Again, today and tomorrow, your only job is to be looking through and listening to that material about the romantics and to be participating in the discussion prompt. Once those are all in, I'm just going to, again, like I said, read all of them and respond to them all at once in one go. And then we'll move on to Lord Byron specifically. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in a couple days. Bye!